So if you've been following along with the progression of this channel, you know that I'm basically reinventing my business. I got off TCG Player because there's so much about it I didn't like, got onto eBay and got onto Manipool basically the same day. From there, about a week ago, I started on Misprint, and Misprint has been the slowest change for me. It literally, things sell so much slower than Manipool or eBay. And I don't think it's the platform, to be perfectly honest. I think it's the fact that I forgot to change my mindset of the fact that I am a new seller. If you don't know who I am, if you don't watch my content, if you don't know me from a different website, I am Joe Blow. You don't know who I am. You don't know that I've done things before. And I think that is affecting what the sales are in Misprint. And I think it is time to change my mindset, view myself as a new seller, which is hard to accept because then I'm dropping my prices like I did on TCG Player when I first started trying to do the mad dash for level 4. And I think it's time for that change. So if you don't know who I am Jeremy with Forge and Foil. I started a TCG business selling my Magic collection back in February. I have done over $50,000 of sales and I've sold on 4 different platforms, Misprint being my 4th platform. I've also started a Discord where we all come together and talk about the TCG industry, community, etc. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider joining that. Links down below. Future Jeremy here. I have a reference link down below for Misprint. So if you haven't bought or sold, consider clicking that link. On with the video. For new sellers or sellers like me who are now on a new platform, I'm a new seller, you have to be able to build up credit of being a reliable seller. And with that, that means you have to have orders, you have to have reviews. When you start on a new platform, you are a new seller. And that was something hard for me to accept with Misprint because it was one of those things that I sold on Maniple. I didn't drop any of my prices. I kept my 30-cent floor. I just sold like it would be any other day. Same with eBay. I put a premium price on everything and things have been selling no problem. Misprint, I went with regular pricing, TCG player pricing, market price, and things are just not selling. I have $137.83 in sales for a total of 10 sales. And with that, I got to thinking, is this platform just not have a seller base? So I started talking with a couple of the sellers who also use this platform. One being Dead King Collection. I will leave a link down below. Super nice guy. He and I talked. He actually had already dropped his floor price primarily, so that he could get some more sales on there. And I think he's absolutely correct when I was talking to him, is the fact that we are new sellers to this platform at this point. And to get any reputation, you have to have orders, you have to have reviews. The other person I've been talking to is Crazy Card Corner. I will also leave a link down below. Shout out to both of them because they have been great to communicate back and forth with. And that is one thing I would recommend to you as a seller, big or small. Talk with the other people in your community because maybe they're trying something that is working for them that's not working for you, or vice versa. If you can, don't just reach out to someone and go, hey, how do you make it work? Have something to offer to the conversation. And with that, we have all had something to offer to each other in the conversation, whether it be from Misprint, Manipool, eBay, working with SortSwift, doesn't matter. Don't just walk up and pop into someone's DMs going, hey, I can't make this work. What am I doing wrong? Because honestly, a lot of content creators get hundreds of messages a week, and it's a lot of time to respond to all of it. I try to respond to as much as I can, but sometimes I don't respond right away because I'm working on other things. But with that, I have been talking to these two, and I've been talking to a couple others too, but these are the two main two. And Dead King Collection said it right, is the fact that we are a new seller on a platform. So it doesn't matter that we've had how X amount of sales on other platforms. We're new on this platform. So you're new. So it is hard to change the mindset of the fact of, well, you've built this business and now you're on a new platform. Why am I going to drop my prices? And like I said, I didn't have to for Manipool. I didn't have to for eBay. I really do believe in the Misprint platform, which is why I'm going to drop my floor price, probably to 10 cents. I may lose money on some orders, but if I can get good feedback on that, it's going to be far more beneficial than the 10 to 100, maybe $200 I lose on some transactions overall. And if that can equate out to 100, 200, 300 orders with a bunch of reviews, trust me, it is more likely that someone is going to click to buy from my shop than someone else's who has no reviews. And that's what I'm running into right now. And it's a very hard concept to wrap your head around when you've been doing this for a while. If you're new, it kind of makes more sense because you haven't gotten the taste of selling for premium. But no one's going to buy premium from someone who has no reputation. And that's just the fact of life. Now, Misprint, it is a newer platform. They are now bringing in One Piece, and they have already talked about the fact that they will be doing more card games. They're just not trying to grow too fast to where they can't handle it. So overall, I do think Misprint is a great platform. And also, with the dropping my price and getting more orders out, the more orders that I do, the lower my fees are. They have a fee structure that bases on how much you sell, whether it be order or dollar amount. So that is a big factor as well. Another way that I'm changing my business is I'm starting to do a lot of grading. I have probably 300 cards. I'm getting ready to send out in multiple orders. I'm not going to send it all at once. I'm probably going to do 50 at a time because I don't want to be eaten by grading fees, but I have a lot of cards that I have lined up for being sent out. I've looked over them far more times than I should have. I guess it's because I've never been a grader before. But with that, Misprint can sell my graded cards. eBay can sell my graded cards. So the whole idea is to structure my business to where these three platforms will do everything I want until I start my own website, which I will be starting up soon. But with starting your own website, it takes time. Even if I were to start it, say, tomorrow, I wouldn't expect that to be able to do enough for the next 3 to 4 months, maybe even 6 months, maybe even a year. I don't know. So I want to establish myself on these three platforms because right now I don't see any other platform that I really want to be on. I've talked about possibly going back to TCG player, but the more I think about it, the more I dread it until they change some things. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make these three platforms my main platform, and I'm going to stick with it. So I have to make some changes to make that happen. Mana pool, what worked for me was more unique variants. The more cards I listed up there, the more cards I was seeing sold. It didn't have to be high dollar cards. It was mainly bulk, to be perfectly honest. But the way their algorithm works is the more you have, so when people are trying to fill a certain order, the more it'll push you towards. So if I have everything that person wants to order, or I have majority of it, they're going to send business my way. And also the fact that I have a bunch of orders through them. And I talked about this in a video yesterday. So definitely check that out if you haven't. But with that, I'm changing my mindset. I'm changing my outlook. I'm going to change my outcome on Misprint. And with that, we'll see if it works. I'll do a review here in, I don't know, 6, 7 days. Tell you how it worked. If I have a bunch more orders, clearly I did the right thing. If it didn't really change my orders, well, then I don't know. Maybe it is just not enough customers on there. I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I think Misprint is doing all the right things. I think I'm just going about it wrong. So with the change of my outlook should be the change of the result. With all that being said, I'm going to document and continue to show you. I told you from the start of going on Misprint that I was going to tell you what was going on, how it was going on a day-to-day basis. Right now, it just doesn't feel good. It has paid for me to have the Sort Swift API onto it. So I've paid that off. So I'm not losing money there, but I'm also not gaining money. So with that, I want to change it. I want to gain money, and I want to show you in 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days that this is a platform worth being on because I do believe in the platform and I believe in what they're doing. With that, I'm Jeremy with Forge and Foil. If you've made it this far in the video, please smash that like and subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next video.